it's Grace. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. So for today's video, I am going to answer some questions regarding the lesson 2, which is the factors contributing to multi-grade, multi-age, and multi-level classroom. So we have here 3 intended learning outcomes. First, demonstrate mastery of the content regarding educational policies in multi-grade teaching. Second, identify the advantages and disadvantages of a multi-grade classroom as well as other emerging factors. And the third, use information and learning styles of learners to know the strengths and limitations regarding multi-grade classroom. So now, let me answer first the preliminary question. So based on the case studies, is this scenario present in your community? What do you think some other factors why this scenario exists? Well, as of today, there are no multi-grade classes present in our community. And I think that it is present only in a remote area in the country. Schools are not always being built close to communities, and ministries of education have not been able to supply one teacher to teach small numbers of children in each grade. Next, the think and share. It is all about Mrs. Jones lives in a remote setting and she teaches in a small multi-grade school. So here are the questions. First, how is Mrs. Jones benefiting from her experience as a teacher at the multi-grade school? So by working as a multi-grade teacher, Mrs. Jones learns a variety of skills, enjoys better learner-teacher relationships, develops strong organizational and managerial skills, develops strong community relationships, and reinforces her self-esteem. Next, if you are Mrs. Jones, how would you use the advantages of multi-grade teaching to make your workload lighter? If I would be Mrs. Jones, I would use the advantages of multi-grade teaching to make my workload lighter by increasing the involvement of the community, giving learners additional responsibilities, and developing a richer learning environment for the children. State the factors contributing to the existence of some of the multi-grade schools in your area. Multi-grade classes or schools may have been established due to a variety of factors including geographical factors, political factors, cultural factors, and socio-economic factors. Next is the major benefits of multi-grade teaching both to the teacher and to the learner. So for the teacher, we have here greater understanding of learners, better classroom management, better relationship with the community, development of self-esteem. And for the learner, better social skills, richer learning environment, better learner-teacher understanding, increased learning, and development of self-esteem. Next are the similarities among multi-grade schools in case studies. So all schools are located in rural areas. All schools have a multi-grade classes. Schools lack resources, and two of the case studies indicate that the class sizes are small. Teachers have received little or no in-service or staff development. Next are the differences between multi-grade schools in case studies. So some teachers are trained while others are not. In two of the case studies, the schools are about 20 kilometers away from other schools or major centers, while one school is 120 kilometers from a major road. Why do you think multi-grade teaching would most likely be the only type of schooling available in these communities? Well, it is because the school populations are small and the children are in a variety of grades. The community cannot afford to hire one teacher per grade, and it is likely that the government has set student teacher ratios that the local communities cannot meet. Next are some factors that contribute to the establishment of multi-grade schools. We have the geographical factors. It is an isolated regions of the country. Next, political factors. Inaccessible cross-border schools. We have cultural factors, different values and traditions held by the local communities, and the socio-economic factors, which is lack of resources to support monograde classes. So now, let us proceed to the positive results and any barriers faced in implementing this attribute of multi-grade teaching. So the positive results are the greater understanding between teachers and learners, a richer environment for the learners, greater community involvement, better classroom management, and increased student learning. We have also development of self-esteem. So we have here the any barriers and preparedness in teaching multi-grade, low multi-grade allowances, the experience of stress, language barrier, classroom management struggles, lack of resources, danger in going to stations, the workload, absenteeism, lack of stakeholder support, and lack of trainings. Now, as a teacher someday of a multi-grade class, in order to be effective, multi-grade school teachers must utilize very good planning and develop teaching and learning strategies, especially targeted for their classrooms. Above all, they must be dedicated and willing to work hard to overcome the problems and the peculiarities of multi-grade education. So factors that contribute to establishment of multi-grade schools are the geographical factors, which is the inaccessible areas resulting in small and moving populations, reluctance of some teachers to teach in a remote areas. Next, political factors, inaccessibility of schools that lie near the borders with other countries. Next, the cultural factors, different values, practices, and traditions among cultural groups, and the socio-economic factors. It is the cost of paying teachers, the lack of resources in remote areas, and the number of teachers available in the country. Secondly, we reviewed that benefits that can occur when multi-grade teaching is implemented. Benefits may include the promotion of learners' social skills, no significant differences in academic performance between multi-grade and single-grade learners, the greater understanding between teachers and learners, we have the greater community involvement, and a healthy competition among learners. That's all for today. Thank you.